Well, how about World War I was 100 years ago?
Crazy. Well, yeah, a little over, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
essentially 100
that's
years.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing. World War II, less.
Yeah.
Vietnam, much less.
Yeah.
Korea, less.
Yep. And Donnie Edwards, who has the Best Defense Foundation, he has a picture of himself with a World War I veteran, which is pretty cool. And so my daughter, who's 17, we went to Pearl Harbor and took 62 veterans back to Pearl Harbor for the 80th anniversary commemoration event about a year and a half ago. Last June, we went to Normandy. So she's on Normandy with somebody who is the first out of his landing craft storming the beach. And she's there on this beach with him. And he's 100 years old right now, hearing that story from him. And I'm getting pictures of them talking together. And so one day she'll say, I have a picture with a World War II veteran.
What percentage of guys died on that beach?
I don't know the exact numbers, but it was a lot, and then a lot when you think about the Pacific campaign, and they did that over and over again, island after island after island. And then those guys came home, and what did they do? They got back to work. They didn't complain. They built the country into what it is today, and that's a little different. It was a different time.
Different kind of human being.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys didn't even talk about it till just a little while ago.
It's just fascinating, the different kinds of human beings that exist depend upon the amount of adversity they've overcome.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that's why they started Outward Bound. They did this study, and they found, I think it was World War I. I might get this a little off, but the general gist is on track. And they found that people dying in the North Atlantic that were there, like treading water, trying to survive, trying to signal another boat, were the older guys were surviving, and the younger guys that should be in better shape, their whole life ahead of them, were the ones that weren't. And they thought, well, this is because those people haven't faced as much adversity as the older people. So they started this Outward Bound thing, get kids in the outdoors, have them do a solo out there by themselves for a couple nights, and put them in these positions that are uncomfortable. And so I think that's why that started. But there's something to that.
Isn't that the case with like ultra marathon runners? A lot of those, like Cam Hanes' age, like 55-year-old guys.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, the younger generation, they think we're on an ultra marathon or want to make another TikTok video. It's a hard sell. That's a hard sell. I don't know.
That's an interesting thing in the world of fighting, because as fighters get older, they have more experience, more understanding, more toughness, but their body doesn't work right anymore.
That's tough, and that's it right there. So it's a privilege to be getting old, that's for sure, especially if you spend some time in a
But it's funny how nature balances it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we had Cowboy come in the show. He had a cameo. He had a cameo.
Nice.
Chris Pratt got to put a tomahawk in his head, and that was awesome.
That's right. Yeah,
he flew in for the day, did that. It was awesome. We had a great time doing that. We got to go out. I spent some time with him also on the range out at not Sig Freedom Days, but they have this sniper course they do in Utah the last couple of years, and we got to spend some time together out there. And man, what a good dude. He was awesome.
He's the best. And Cowboy insisted on falling a very specific way, right?
Yeah, he no stuntman, no makeup either. Cowboy doesn't put on makeup.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly. None of this, going in and putting the stuff. No. And they're like, well, we have to have a double fall for you. Nope. He's doing it all. And you're like, who? I can argue with him? Nope.
Yeah.
Are you going to put the makeup person going to like, no, I have to do this? Nope. They just back right off.
Yeah.
So he was fun to spend some time with, both in Utah with Sig and then on the set. So that was really cool to have a couple of touch points with him over the last year.
Again, that's a guy who's overcome a lot of fucking adversity.
Yeah.
And that's why he's got that character. There it is.
There it is. There it is. Bam. Yeah. See, that floor isn't padded. That floor's not padded right there.
At least
That's
he didn't bang his head.
Yeah.
I was worried.
He was not concerned.
No.
He had zero concerns about banging his head.
No. That dude, he's one of the wildest guys I've ever met, because the shit that he does outside of fighting, which is wild. Like, they're always trying to get him to calm down, because he's always doing things like jumping jet skis and snowmobiles and just doing so much wild shit outside of fighting, which is the wildest fucking thing you could do as a sport.
Yeah.